Hello, Nova Nation, and welcome outside of Goodman Stadium. Villanova versus Lehigh in the second round of the FCS playoffs in just a little bit. David Szczepanski here with Joe Makoid, the founder of Villanova Football Club. Joe, I know you're always high energy. How you doing? We're only a couple hours away from kickoff.
Yeah, fired up. Got going at 5 o'clock this morning, could not sleep. This is a big day for us, David. It's so great, and I always think this could be David's last game, but for some reason, we keep going forward, Dave. We're still going forward. Hopefully be back home next week, possibly, right?
Let's keep going forward indeed, Joe. First of all, just want to talk about the tailgate. I know that you have come up to Lehigh a few other times, right? Lehigh about to be a Patriot League rival of Villanova next year. Just what is the scene like up here, and how did everything go just kind of planning today's tailgate?
Well, first off, it's so great to be in the Patriot League now. And we really have a lot of respect for Lehigh. They're a very similar university to Villanova, tremendous academically, great history in athletics. We built a great history with them, played them a lot, so we've been here before. As you can see, tremendous grounds for a tailgate. Beautiful stadium. The Eagles used to have camp here. They have a great stadium, great environment. It's great to be here, and they have a good team. It's going to be a battle.
Looking forward to it indeed. Joe, last week Villanova defeated Harvard. Just what was that like for you? 52-7. I know the tailgate was still going outside of Villanova Stadium.
Well, it was an unbelievable environment, and the lead up to the game was incredible because we go in and we've been regularly in the playoffs, and it's Harvard's first time. They come in favored, 2.5-point favorites, which I don't think our players loved. I'm sure that was great locker room material for us, but I did not expect the explosion that we saw. I mean, our team is a typical Ferrante-coached Villanova team. We get better as the season goes on. If you looked at the Monmouth game, and you know that we lost, and I see Dylan Johnson there who writes for the Inquirer, and I know this now after reading his article, that we lost 13 players. It really should have been a rebuilding year. And if you looked at the Monmouth game, you say, hey, maybe this is a year, we're probably not going to be in the playoffs. But from that Monmouth game on, all this team did was win. And they get better, and I can't believe this is a rebuilding year. And we're in the second round of the playoffs against an undefeated team. We're playing meaningful football in December. What college fan would not want that? I mean, come on. Ferrante delivers.
Well, Joe, I want to ask you because last week you led the Wildcat Walk on the golf cart with Wildy Cat. What was that like?
So here's what happened. The band, we love the band. Our band is great and they're so supportive of us. But it was Thanksgiving weekend and their kids live all over the country, so they weren't there. So we were thinking, Coach Ferrante said, I don't know, maybe we won't do the Wildcat Walk. And I said, okay. Don't your players like to stay in rhythm? Don't we like to do the same things? It's like a golfer. When you set up to the ball, you want to do the same thing every time. When you're taking free throws, you want to, if you bounce it three times, bounce it 3 times every time. We want to stay in rhythm. I said, Coach, we got to do it. I said, do you have a golf cart? He said, actually, I have a very good golf cart. It's brand new. I said, okay, I will download all the great band music I can find. Put me in your golf cart. I'll blast it on a speaker, and I'll get people fired up. So for me, it was very exciting. I think it was one of our best Wildcat Walks because everybody lined the Wildcat Walk, and I was able to talk on the microphone, which I like to do, as you can see right now.
I didn't know that, Joe. I wasn't sure you liked to talk on the microphone.
Okay, yeah. It was one of the greatest things I ever did. I don't know if I could do it every week, but Coach Ferrante said we may have started a tradition here. We may lead the band in the golf cart next year, which would be fun.
That's awesome, and you're obviously such an important member of the Nova football alumni, so great that you had that experience. Joe, we are, as I said in the open, just a couple hours away from Villanova versus Lehigh. In that stadium, a little bit of a way over there, predictions for you in today's game. Second round of the FCS playoffs. What happens, and who is going to be the player of the game for the Wildcats?
In watching your tremendous video overview of the game and learning like I do every week from you, and also reading Dylan's article this morning in the Inquirer, I would say, look, it's going to be a battle. If we can stop the run And Dylan, if you're right, I'm going with you on this. And if we can somewhat establish our run, but open up our passing game, which we have great receivers like Kalela, the kid, the lacrosse player. Kopecki. I mean, we have great receivers, and you can challenge them on the ground. If we can stop the run and throw the ball, we win.
Joe, looking forward to it, buddy. Thank you so much for joining me, as always, throughout this season.
Thank you.
Villanova, Lehigh, coming up in just a little bit. Go Cats! Go Cats!